What's going on, guys? This is your boy Wheels coming to you with another Android install. This is the Atoto A6Y standard version with the left side touching operating buttons. This is an upgrade as far as the speed of the stereo. The on-car Android stereo that's in the RSX right now is extremely slow, especially when you load the system. Okay, so let's get right to it. That is the Wi-Fi antenna. I usually stick that in the glove box along with the USB cable that's also inside. That's the GPS cable. I'll probably stick that somewhere on the left side where the old one went. That's the harness to the stereo that we're going to wire up. Here's the USB cable that goes in the glove box as well. Okay, like I was saying, all the buttons and functionality, it's on the left side. As you can see right here, we have reversing camera input, aux audio video input, 4-channel RCA audio out, separate subwoofer out. Looks like there's two USBs back there, USB A. This particular model does not include an external microphone, but it has one right on the front. This is the Spirit portable charger that I use, mainly for jumping my car when I need it. But I also use it to power up the stereo inside my house so that I can program everything, like all the apps. Instead of sitting inside of the car, I can just do it inside of the house, and it's very comfortable. I can set it up right on the Wi-Fi and get everything done, then take it outside and install it. So this is what I'm using to do that. I just clip it right there to the ends, the yellow wire, red wire, and then the ground. And it fires the stereo up just like this. Let's go ahead and get this off of the screen. This is what it pretty much looks like when you first boot it up. First step, let's go ahead and get it on the Wi-Fi. Make sure you plug up the Wi-Fi antenna that comes with it so you get a better reception when you're setting up on downloading all the apps. Then I sign into my Google account and start to download all the apps and update the Google ones first. Then I move on to like Spotify and some of the basics that I use. The USB dongle that's going to go in the glove box plugs in right there. If I can get it in there. There we go. Perfect. Next is the GPS cable. Let's go ahead and get that in there as well. Set up a little speaker so I can make sure that it gets the proper sound and mess with it a little bit. This is the 64 gigabyte stick that I had in my glove box that I keep media on, like videos, pictures, a bunch of music. It looks like it wants to check the flash drive for errors. Then it looks like it's going to scan the drive to find all the media. Okay, it looks like everything's popped up, so let's go ahead and test everything. Let's try an MP3 or a music file. Okay. Let's see if Spotify plays. Okay, the videos are still working, and I mean, I'm not even going to go through the list of video files that this thing plays. It pretty much plays them all. Google Maps pulls right on up. Let's fire up YouTube and do some searches and take a look at some awesome YouTube channels, one in particular. And if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting more videos similar to these, car installs and reviews, a lot more in 2019. I mostly do vlogs, so go ahead and check those out as well, but I appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Torque Pro is another app that I do use, but I have to have the OBD2 chip plugged into the car, and I'll show you guys that later. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing connected to the Bluetooth of the unit. It comes up as Atoto. It didn't require a password or a PIN, it just connected right to it. So, I mean, that's cool. Let's go ahead and make sure some MP3s off my phone are working properly. I'm going to go ahead and remove Pandora. I don't use it. So let's see how responsive this is. Okay, so you seem to hold it. Trash can. Okay, that'll do it. I'm going to replace it with BT Music, because I'm going to be using the majority of the time Bluetooth from my phone. So let's come on. Let's get it over there. Oh my goodness. Okay, just got to get the hang of it. I also use iGo navigation. It graphically looks better than Google Maps, so it's good to have too. I'm going to go ahead and format the memory stick that I had in the last stereo. Here's the process for that. Okay, so the format completed. Now it's offering to move photos, files, and some apps to the SD card. Let's go ahead and move now. Okay, looks like it's moving data over and it is done. One feature I wasn't sure that's going to work is Easy Connect. And I have another iPhone right here. So let's go into Easy Connection. My phone's already on my home Wi-Fi just like this stereo is. So let's just go here. It's connecting. It says turn on AirPlay, so I'm just going to go there on my phone. Screen mirroring, EC mirroring HF. Boom, we got the same thing here. Let's go back to the main screen on my phone. Let's pull up Instagram. So now we're looking at the best Instagram page ever. So it's not that slow. I don't know how far this goes. I don't know if I can get it into like a landscape mode. Let's go back and try to test YouTube. So I went into Safari and just turned my phone to the side, and it looks like it goes right into landscape mode that way. So it does work. It didn't require a lot of setup. Here is the radio. I don't have the antenna plugged up right now because I'm in my house. Just hit the home button. This is videos. It immediately goes back to the video that I was watching last. And then this is the music. It'll probably go right back to where we left off. The next step is to get into the car and make sure that it works, and then we'll set up the backup camera and go from there. All right, I gotta get the old antenna out of there. I don't even know where it is. Oh, that's the old one. USB, and the Wi-Fi antenna is gonna go in here. And I'll mount the antenna somewhere, I don't know, behind here. There's like a spot right here, a flat spot. I can stick it. You can't really see it, but it's right there, and I'll put the antenna there. This is for the backup camera. I usually plug this one into the aux, or I'm going to splice this up to the yellow wire. These go to the back for like an amp. And in this car, I'm not using an amp. On all my videos, people are like, are you using an amp or using an amp? I am not using an amp, so I just tie these up. Let's pull through the USB through the glove box. Also, let's snake through the Wi-Fi antenna. I'm not going to mount it just yet, but we'll get it in here. The GPS, I wound up putting it all the way through. It's right behind this panel right here, stuck. So I got all the loose ends for the wires I'm not using with posi twists, and I'm using a amp bypass, as you can see back there on the deck, for all of my speakers, left and right channels. Okay, now that we got it in the car, let's go ahead and fire it up and see how long it takes to boot up. It's pretty quick. Alright, stereo's working fine. As a little bonus, let me show you Torque Pro. That's the app right there. So we're gonna go down here in an RSX. That is where the ODB plugin is right there. That's the specific chip I'm using, and it is active right now. So that's where you plug it in. The first thing you want to do is pair it to the stereo. Let's go into settings. You want to go into Bluetooth, and once you already have it plugged up, it'll show it as OBD2. You go ahead and click on the OBD2, and the passcode is 1234. for this particular device. Once it shows paired here, go home, fire up Torque Pro. It's already going to recognize the device. You want to see these things showing in all blue, and I've already created a profile for the RSX. And to get started doing that, you'll go in here, it'll pull up everything that you need to fill in, like the name of it, the engine displacement, the fuel size. Alright, back at the menu, this is what it looks like when it's fully connected. When I step on it, to set up gauges, you want to go to real-time information. You've got your revs there, your speed there, your coolant. We're going to do speed with the OBD instead of the GPS. So we'll do, let's just go extra large. So now we have a full one there, and I can't really show you until I start driving. So that's one. Oh, there you go. A few backgrounds you can pick up from the App Store are My Beach HD and Ocean HD. They're beautiful, they're fun to run while you're driving, and this particular unit can handle them. I've ran into some units that can't handle them. So there's the beach one there, it's beautiful. You can custom set messages within this, and they look great at night as well. So go ahead and pick these up. There's free, I think I bought one of them, and one of them also came with the unit as well, so go ahead and check those out. That's all I got, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. The stereo is pretty good for the price. Go ahead and pick it up.